Stories of real lives are hard to tell. There's so much that's taken for granted. Everybody's there. Just assume that anybody that's listening has seen what you've seen or been close to it. Simple things like the color of the sky, the last time it rained, where the car was parked on the yard. So much. What we had for breakfast that day. But you have to tell the stories to get it out of your system. It's a way to move forward. And so, being born in the 50s and coming up with relatives, uncles, mostly uncles and grandpas, some fathers that had fought in the wars, even had a great-grandfather fought in World War One, but those stories are too fucking horrific to tell. Things were a lot worse. So you feel like you want to recount the tales that all your relatives didn't want to recount, but growing up, spent enough time working in the garage, welding something, or creating something on the table saw, and band saw, and skill saw, and drilling shit. Everybody had skills back. Well, not everybody, but most people did. And so my grandfather was a master of most trades, and my father could do anything he decided to do. Amazing guy. Welding, racing. Glass. Was that used to make windows for churches. And then we would go bury things in the beach, steel rods, and during storms, and ended up with all this cool sand art. It didn't look like sand, but he could do anything. What do we have now? Well, I don't know. Different world. Most people, we farmed all that experience, expertise out for quite a while now, and because, well, basically the Chinese. I mean, go around the world. We could make a trip or two. Basically, the Chinese were, out there trying to grow a little rice, and trying not to starve to death, and so we'll put some factories over there and give them some jobs and pay them 6 cents an hour. And Apple did. And Intel did. And a lot of other countries did. Companies and countries. I guess these guys who run these big companies, they think, well, hell, I'll be gone by the time anybody figures out how much fucking exploitation we warred against the world's poorest people. And they were right, weren't they? I don't think they had jobs. Fucker died. But this company's still paying Chinese people 7 cents an hour. This is the world we live in. Oh boy. Now, of course, I exaggerate, and I have not done the research. But when you have massive factories that produce parts for Apple iPhones and basically the people live there, can't even imagine what those fucking quarters are like. Probably, imagine Shawshank. Imagine Alcatraz. And imagine the Chinese government and what they would give people. Nobody Alcatraz and Shawshank were fucking Shangri-Las compared to what those people are living in. And so they have to put up nets and fences because people jump off the roofs to kill themselves because life is so fucking horrible. So how much is Apple paying these people? And do you own an Apple iPhone right now? Are you part of the problem? How about them apples? Ha ha ha. So this is going to be a story of war. And it's going to start with my grandpa, who fought on Iwo Jima, and some stories I heard from him. And I worked in Japan as an English teacher, so some pretty interesting connections. Then we're going to work through the Korean War with my Uncle Ronnie. Now, that's about it for me in the wars and my experience of stories directly from the horses' mouths. But the stories stuck. And they inspired me in ways. One of the ways was to never get involved in a war. Now, I don't know if there would be a situation where I would have to come to the conclusion that, man, these other people over wherever are so bad. I need to go ahead and listen to the 535 idiots in our Congress tell me who I need to go kill when they won't even send their own children. I guess that could happen, but I don't think so. Gotta be a better way. So it's going to be a series. This is part 1. I don't know what the hell we're going to call this. We'll just call it, what could we call it? War. How fucking stupid. That's a pretty good title. We could always go with what were you thinking? We could go with that's some bad stuff. Why are you inflicting that on my children? I don't know. I mean, I'm just thinking out loud, but so this is going to be a series of posts, and it's starting with this. And I might actually I hesitate to do this because I think my grandpa told me all this stuff in confidence in the backyard while we were hitting the speed bag and in the dark next to the bull yard and the bullpen, where we kept the bulldogs. Summer nights, winter nights too. And wish I could talk to him. I'd like to ask him for his approval to tell you a couple of the stories that he told me about being on the Ajima, on a couple of the other islands. Holy fucking shit. It's kind of amazing that we don't hear more from the modern warriors, that have been sent into Iraq and other places. I guess maybe we do. Some friends and I, we did a benefit. We tried to raise some money for injured veterans that live in a home, a group kind of home, but everybody has their own little place here in San Diego, and we somehow got a couple really amazing people that had fought in the wars, the recent wars. Mark, won't use his last name, but he lost his legs. He was the guy that went out and tried to defuse the bomb so nobody else got hurt. Amazing guy. Fucking amazing guy. And he came and swam with us. We tried to swim from Catalina to La Jolla, 75 miles, and Mark was in. He loved swimming. Thank God we didn't get him or anybody else killed on that trip. We did get attacked by sharks. we got scared out. And then we had Dana, who was a helicopter pilot, and she came in for a fast landing. You have to land quickly, when they're shooting at you. So you have to try to get out of the way of the bullets. Bullets are fast. Helicopters are kind of fast. So you land faster than you normally would. And so Dana brought her helicopter in for a fast landing in Afghanistan, and it hit the ground and blew apart. And so she has some kind of device in her back that makes everything work. And what a great spirit. What a woman. She teaches other people how to fly, or at least the last time I saw her, she did. And I'm sure she still does, you know. You know, God willing. And I'm not a big God guy, but you know, if it helps, I'll go there. Funny thing is, I was doing one of my daily swims. Well, I would swim from my house in South Mission, my apartment, up to the pier in Pacific Beach. It's 2 miles, almost exactly. And I would do this pretty much every day during the summer and part of the rest of the year, as long as there was light. And sometimes in the summer, a couple times a day. But I was just out swimming one day, and here comes a swimmer coming south. I'm going north. She's coming south. It's Dana. What are the chances of that? Oh my gosh. And my girlfriend was with me, but she was, you know, clearly not with me. She was walking along the beach. I was going to swim to BB, and she was going to walk, and then we'd, you know, walk back. So I got to tell that great story to my girlfriend at the time. What are the chances of that? Huh. Anyway, war. Now it's taking all kinds of other forms. Our government seems to be at war with middle and lower class Americans. So this is going to be several part series commentary on the evil nature of the people that have captured control of the big corporations in our government. And Mussolini coined it fascism. Classic definition. A lot of people don't know what fascism means. Start calling Republicans or just average someone, he's a fascist. Well, do you have any fucking idea what you're talking about? If you go with the classic definition, it's a collaboration between corporations and government to exploit the average man. Now, that's definitely happening. It's been exposed a lot. Even the FBI and the CIA and the Justice Department were in on some of this, especially when Trump was in, but probably for a lot longer. But I think what people really want to say is, who are these crazy fucks that are in control of things? They're insane. And I don't know what you call people like that, who are so self-centered and greedy that they'll fuck an entire nation just so that they feel a little bit better about themselves and they can have a bigger boat, yacht, maybe a summer house on the coast somewhere. So we definitely got fascism in the classic Mussolini sense. But we got something far darker and far sicker. And all you need to do is look at the people on Wall Street. Those are some of the sickest fucks that have ever lived on our planet. Me, me, me. Fuck you. And I'll go into some details, and I'll since these are going to be, well, YouTube will probably ban some of them, but I'll provide links. I'll provide the proof, court cases, indictments, facts. Boy, thank God Trump came along and really stirred the pot. I never liked Trump. His golden toilets and his me stuff, but man, he sure shook it up, and he demonstrated how fucked up our government is, our system is, and how corrupt the corporations are. So I'll give him that. End of part 1.